This is the River Exe, and there's been a port here at Topsham since the days of the Romans. Long after the Romans left, it flourished with a woolen trade. In fact, there was a time when Topsham was one of the largest ports in the country. Even up to 100 years ago, you could have seen these quays crowded with square-rigged sailing ships. But Topsham's fame was short-lived, because the Exe isn't the kind of river to keep a thriving port going. The water's too shallow for modern cargo vessels, and at low tide, there are mudflats as far as the eye can see, giving Topsham the affectionate nickname, Topsham on the Mud. But if river trade has declined, local customs connected with the river have gone from strength to strength.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
In spite of the smiling faces, there are keen rivalries amongst the people of Topsham. The biggest competition of all, a special football match, takes place every June.
We welcome the BBC and Blue Peter to this ancient town of Topsham.
This was, of course, no ordinary game. The players wore only their very oldest clothes and flat-soled boots without studs. The captain of my team was Pat May.
Morning, lads.
Hello, then.
You're getting ready, are you?
Yeah, getting ready for the match.
What's that you're doing down there?
Oh, we're taping up our boots so they won't come off. You know, if you're joining in, I think you ought to tape them up, actually.
Should I put my socks outside then?
Outside your jeans, yes.
Otherwise they're going to get filled up with mud.
This game was between two public houses, the Exeter Inn at one end of town and the London and South Western, their chief rivals, at the other. I was now a member of the Exeter Inn team.
What about my trousers? Are they going to come off?
No, your trousers won't come off. We hope.
It sounds like I'm going to battle.
Oh, you might be.
Are all the players ready for the football? Yes! Great!
We were heading for the river because what makes Topsham football so unusual is that this particular match is played here on the mudflats instead of on a grass pitch.
Heads.
Heads it is.
You got the choice. Take that in.
We're playing with the time, Pat?
Yes, playing with the tide this time.
Oh. You're going to lead us in, Pat?
Carry on. Mike, form up this side.
I've heard of Wembley, but this is ridiculous.
Graham, get rid of that banner. Get rid of that banner.
Once we'd struggled onto the pitch, the referee got us all together for a quick lecture.
Ready, gentlemen, the rules. Any troublemakers will be sent off. I don't want any dirty play. Now, can I have the ball, please?
At first, it wasn't too tiring, though the way the mud clung to my legs made every step an effort. This was a game with no holds barred. You just got to the ball the best way you could.
Hold up!
On top, the mud didn't look too bad. It had a reddish colour, being silt washed from the fields of red Devonshire earth. But underneath, the colour turned to black, and it smelt as bad as it looked. But no one seemed to care, and they do say a dip in the mud can be good for you.
Mud, mud, glorious mud. Nothing quite like it for cooling the blood. So follow me, follow, down to the hollow, and there let us wallow in glorious mud.
Foul! Foul!
Foul!
That goal put us one up and competition was fierce as our rivals fought back to try and equalise. I found the mud deeper in some places than in others, and I couldn't be sure how far down my next step would lead.
Get away from the camera!
Near the end of play, there was only one clean shirt to be seen, the referee's. It was too much to resist, and we did a good job on it.
OK, gentlemen, it's lunchtime, end of play.
But there was no hope for lunch for any of us until we had a good hose down. We'd won the game 1-0, but there were many more mudlarks to follow, including the rest of the football, pillow fights, and a tug of war. By the middle of the afternoon, the tide was coming back in. At 4:30, the Mud King and Queen, Jason Mash and Siobhan Hannaford, were crowned by the Mayor and Mayoress of Exeter.